Welcome to my channel. This is the last time I'm going to be streaming for a few days. Maybe. I might be live from the hotel tomorrow, depending on how I feel after an 8-hour drive. So, yeah. Tomorrow we leave, and I'm excited. Did Molly Golightly go to... I have no idea. I don't think so. I mean, she's been online. Oh my God, the boys are actually getting along. I can't believe it. They're laughing with each other. It's a miracle. Praise God. Praise the Lord. What's up, Just a Mom? What's up, K-Rocks and White Lotus and Phil and Justice and Daisy and Wild Dog and Betty and Truth Fairy and Justice, Janie and Crystal and me and Bonnie and Lila and Joseph and Rock Jam, who was the first one here. Let's give her credit. Jenna, I like the spelling of that, Jenna. VZ, Bonnie, White Lotus again, J-Gan, Wild Dog, Sweet Home, Alabama. Oh my God, I sounded like an Alabamian. Sweet Home, Alabama. Amanda, YouTube Dumpster Fire, and Pixel Dust. Tinker, I almost forgot you. You got your candle. I saw something. Hey, Dylan. I got my candles and I love them. Oh, you're welcome, K-Rocks. And my girl who sent me that beautiful letter that's on my community post, I think I saw her in here. Yes, I did. What's up, Kayla? What's up, Truth Fairy? Hey, Ann, new subscriber. Welcome. All right, so let's get into this. I am tired. I've been packing all day. I've been shopping today, and oh my God, free trips are never free. I'll tell you that much. What's up, GF Twins? GF Twins, you're going to like my first story tonight. Hey, Wilhelmina. All right, so I also want you guys to know, I apologize if there are new Patreons because I have not even looked. I'm horrible. Maybe I need an assistant. No, I'm just kidding. I'm horrible. So I'm going to check it. I promise. I'm really, really bad this month. I thought other months were horrible. No, this month is like really bad. So if you are a new Patreon, just let me know. I know I got some dings, but just let me know. All right. So I got a story for you guys that nobody's talked about yet. No, Justice. I'm going to West Virginia. Long way away. Me and Dayton. Yay. Yeah, I need a team like all these other YouTubers. I need people to do all my work. I need people to do everything. You know, I will say this, though. No offense to anybody in here, but being a single mom of 3 kids, I laugh at people. And my first were twins. So I didn't know just how to take care of one child. So no offense to any moms in here that are married that have 1 kid, but I listen to people talk about how hard it is and how much they do with 1 child and 1 husband. Really? Like, really? You're complaining about having to do shit for 1 kid. Yeah, try 3 by yourself. Like, I just can't with these people. I can't. Or the ones that don't even have kids that need an assistant. Bitch, sit down. Like, literally sit the fuck down. These people make me mad. So, okay. So if you don't know, what I'm going to West Virginia for is when Brad first died, I had been looking for therapy for Dayton, like some kind of therapy. And I found this group that's mostly on the East Coast, but they do these weekends for teens that lost parents, that lost a parent to an overdose or some, drug related suicide or something like that. And, it was like Massachusetts and Maine. And I was like, well, I can't hurt to try. And then they said they were doing one in West Virginia. They called me in I think it was September or end of August. And I applied for it back in May. And they said, can you get to West Virginia? I said, absolutely. I can get anywhere I need to get, to help him. And so she said, yeah. I go, would I be staying? And she said, yeah, you were both picked. It's just this group, like this nonprofit group that helps teens, and helps the spouse, surviving spouse or whatever. It helps, from what I understand, where the adults are, and everyone stays in log cabins, and it's like one big camp. And he's separate from me. Like, I won't see him the entire weekend. But for the parents, what they do is we have grief counseling too. And we do things like how to deal with our kids, how to understand our kids, how to speak to our kids, how to put ourselves in their position. And I was like, sure, I could use it. So yeah, so it's finally here. We're leaving tomorrow. Me too, Diane. And it is. I'll read you guys. Like, I don't have my itinerary. I have Dayton's itinerary and all the things he needed. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I said to him, do you have a watch? He said, yeah. So when I get home, he's like, it doesn't work. Well, I'm not going out and buying a new watch again. So you're not going to know what time it is. Because I can keep my phone. They're not allowed any electronics at all. So I don't have an update on Dylan. I wish I did. He hasn't gotten a hold of me, so I don't have any update. I agree, Brian. So being that Dayton's almost 6'4", and he's big guys, like 240. So I rented an SUV, so he's comfortable for an 8-hour drive. Now, honestly, me and Dayton do these drives all the time, but I think for both of us, it's going to be weird because anytime we ever did a drive like this, it was going to see his dad. And the last time we took a 10-hour drive was for the funeral. So it's going to be a little weird tomorrow. I know it is because we've only ever driven these long drives for his dad. So it's going to be weird. Yeah, it's like a workshop. Oh, really? Sweet Home, Alabama? That's awesome. Yeah, I couldn't find anything around here. Jigan, it's on my community page. It's like the second post down. I couldn't find anything around Alabama, Georgia, like nothing. So, oh, absolutely, G of Twins. It's Kate. You know what? It's funny that you say that because I thought about that too. I really did. I thought about that. I can give you the info, Pecan. I thought about that too. I really did. And I thought, well, I guess it's kind of like for his dad, and I'm packing his stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give him a couple of outfits. It's not warm enough for shorts, but I'll give him a pair anyway. I bought sleeping bags today. And of course, I got a nice flannel one for me. But yeah, I was like, if this free weekend is not coming out to be free, it's costing me a freaking fortune. So, all right. Hold on. Where's my phone? It really does. I could do it from here. Hold on. Nope. And then I'm going to talk about a case. Hey, Lisa. It does seem like an investment. I mean, it's not that bad, but it seems like it. Guess where Mom is? She's back in Disney. She goes to Disney more than anyone I know. I agree, sweet home. And you want to hear my mom? You guys know my mom. So my daughter, being a wise ass, says, Grandma, we're going to have a party this weekend. So you know what my mom says? She goes, I swear to you, this is what my daughter told me. My mom goes, make sure that you got to keep it away from Mommy's candle stuff. So Sage goes, Grandma, you don't care if I have a party? Grandma goes, what do I care if you have a party? You're 18. I was like, hello, Grandma doesn't live here. This has nothing to do with Grandma. I couldn't believe she said it. Sage is like, Grandma doesn't care if you have a party. I said, Grandma's in Florida. She don't live here. She got no say. Hang on, I'm looking for it. Exactly. Go to grandma. I'm gonna tell her that when she gets home. I'm saying, oh, grandma said you were having a party. That it was okay for you to have a party. Go to grandma's and do it. All right. So here's the itinerary. So if anyone's ever gone to this, can you guys see it? Oh. I don't know if you can see it. Can you guys see it? Oh, my mom goes every month. But 2 to 3 volunteers arrive, kids arrive 4:30 to 5:30. Then you have camp dinner, icebreaker games, big buddy share, healing circles, snack games, volunteer meeting, cabin time, lights out at 11. Saturday, wake up, you do buddy photos, breakfast, challenge course, healing circles, lunch, free time, healing circles, arts and crafts, big buddy break, dinner, evening activity, bonfire, s'mores, and music. Games, volunteer meeting, lights out, wake up, breakfast, and then healing circle, memorial service, practice, lunch, group activity, sign t-shirts, parent guardian meeting, memorial service, snack camper evaluations, big buddies meet with parents, campers depart, volunteer meeting, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't sound like it's going to be fun. I don't know how I'm going to sleep in lights out. Now, we're in the luxury cabins. We're not in their cabins. We're in luxury cabins. Luxury cabins meaning we have bathrooms and they're nicer and we're allowed electronics. They're in like true log cabins. No electronics, no outlets, no nothing. So, yeah. So, it'll be fun though. You know, I think it'll be amazing too, Kayla. I really do. I think he's going to have a good time. And he said to me, like, what's a healing circle? I said, you sit around in a circle and you heal. He's like, no, really, Mom. I said, no, really, that's what it is. I was like, you talk about your dad and you talk about different, I don't like to talk. I said, Date, you're going to have fun. I promise you. Just give it time. Just trust me on this, because he's all too cool for this. I think it sounds great too. So, like I said, that's his itinerary. I don't know what our itinerary is, but they hook each person up with a big buddy, like a big brother kind of thing, and they stay with them throughout the whole thing. Like they're with them 24/7, and they're over 18, and they've been vetted really, really well. But they were supposed to call me, and they never did. So we'll see. All right. I will enjoy the getaway. No dogs, but really, I mean, anything that will help him, I'm okay with, because like I said, I don't know what it's like to lose a dad. I just don't know. Oh, I bought myself a really good, I don't want to say scam, but yeah, I got a really good price on a, an oversized flannel sleeping bag because it was in the wrong spot and I fought with them until they gave it to me. So yeah. And I want you guys to know, anyone that ordered a candle through YouTube, your order has been shipped. I am totally caught up except for a couple of orders that have nothing to do with YouTube. And because I know them or they live locally. So yeah, I'm going away candle free. I have nothing to worry about. I got some candles curing and that's it. So I am up to date and yeah, so I'm excited. Not looking forward to the 8-hour drive tomorrow, but I'm excited. All right. So I'm going to tell you guys about a case that one of my members had posted and then I looked further into it. So those of you that have twins, you will understand why I'm covering this. If you live in Texas, you'll understand why I'm covering this. Then I'm going to open up the panel. I have new rules for the open panel, though, so it makes me look like an angel. and it makes you guys look mean. We are now going to do, you know how sometimes like you want to hear the story or you want to listen, but you don't want the person on panel or you don't like the person on panel. So now we have new rules. And those rules are, as you can see in the pinned comment, that if you don't like somebody and you want them to leave, then you can pay me $10 and that boots somebody. Now, this can be a group effort. You know, 3 people can post $3 and then one person can post $1 and that's it. It gives you a chance. Exactly. So that will boot someone for 15 minutes. For 30 minutes, it's $20. To boot someone off of the panel for the night, like you do not want to see them again, it's $25. To boot someone off for the entire week that they're not allowed back on panel, that's $50. That is going to be an ongoing thing from now on. I can't say I created it because I didn't. I actually took it from Renaissance Man. That, you know, remember that guy that came on my panel? I actually took it from him and I was like, oh my God, what a great idea. So I just changed the numbers a little. Like he has it, if you curse, then it costs you $5 to come back on. So I'm going to say if you smoke on camera, it's going to cost you money to come back on. So I haven't decided yet, but yeah, so I think it'll be fun. I think it'll take a little while for it to take off. Because I really don't get a ton of people that want to come on panel and you are putting yourself in a hot seat. So yeah, Sulu, let me tell you honestly, I am shocked at some of the shit that I've heard come out of his mouth. And I've listened and I'm like, wow, I do not agree with that. I do not stand by that. And I absolutely cannot back that. So I agree with you. And I'm going to have him on and we could discuss it. Vaping on camera. I can't say anything because I vape on camera for us. So no, it's just the smoking because it stinks. When you quit smoking and you like really quit, you can tell how bad it smells. Woof. I know I'd be broke, Decibel. You got that right. Totally broke. So, all right, twin moms, twin grandmothers. I don't know if you guys heard about this story yet, but wow, just wow. I'm going to play the little video. And I did some research. It's why it took so long, but I did some research on the area, the house. I can't believe what I found. So let me show you the story first.
Details after 2 teens escaped from their mother, who is accused of handcuffing them and holding them captive in the laundry room. And we want to warn you, the following story does have some very graphic and upsetting images.
The 16-year-old boy and girl twins went knocking on neighbors' doors in their Cypress neighborhood, begging for help. Finally, a woman answered the door and called police. The teens told investigators they hadn't lived here for long. By the time police got to the house, however, the mother and her boyfriend were gone.
Okay, let me just tell you guys, this is not a shitty area. This is not a crap area. This is an extremely wealthy area with houses that run about $600,000. The houses that I found on Zillow, wait till you see the inside of these houses. The school districts are 8 and 9 out of 10. This is a top-notch area. So it really goes to show you that, you know what? You can never judge a book by its cover, ever. Because you would come to this neighborhood or think this is a wonderful neighborhood. This is a beautiful neighborhood. Keep watching.
Along with 5 other kids inside the house. Investigators say they later arrested them in Baton Rouge after an Amber Alert went out. But when they were pulled over, the couple only had 1 child with them. They told investigators they dropped off the other kids at a relative's house.
The woman who helped the kids is now speaking out. Anayeli Ruiz joins us live. Anayeli, what is she telling you?
Well, hey guys, the woman told us that the teens knocked for nearly 30 minutes before they got to her. They started here in this neighborhood and moved to her subdivision before they could call for help. Again, we want to warn you, the following images are very disturbing. It's early Tuesday morning. Two teens in Cypress going door to door looking for help.
We just need someone to be right now.
These teens seen on camera had just escaped after allegedly being held captive in the laundry room of their home. Through neighbor surveillance video, you can see the teens walking the neighborhood, looking for someone to help them. The kids are shivering, no shoes, and one is shirtless. But after trying all of the homes down their street, no luck. The teens move on to a different subdivision. You can see one girl leaning on the wall, waiting for help. The bones on the boy's back visible.
Papa,
The teens pleaded with that neighbor, even showing the handcuffs. The neighbor quickly opened the door, not knowing what would come next. She asked us to hide her identity.
Now, again, mind you, this is a very wealthy area. Can you imagine? Like, absolutely imagine two malnourished teenagers that are your neighbors that you probably never saw before, banging on everybody's door, just trying to get help. I could not even imagine. And you guys know I have twins. So I just, whenever I get a twin story, I have to cover it. No, they finally got someone to answer. But these people looking at through their doorbells, like, here's a half naked person. What's going on? Cypress is beautiful.
They told me that their mom kept them locked in a laundry room, naked, zip tied from the ankles and handcuffed from the wrist.
And she said the injuries on the kids were very visible.
We would be in there naked, handcuffed, hand tied. They said we would pee and poop on ourselves. And they said when we needed to bathe, the mom would let them use the dirty mop water to bathe. They didn't get a bath. They got dirty mop water, and that's how they were bathing.
This mother said she called police and gave them food and blankets. While they waited for help, they shared more horror stories.
She would only feed them a sandwich, and only if they were quiet the whole day. If they made any type of noise, they wouldn't be fed.
This mother now hopes the teens are in a safe place and those responsible are brought to justice for once and for all.
How a mother can do this to her kids. And I feel like my tears are just out of frustration, anger, and just sadness.
And again, many of the neighbors here said they called police. They really didn't know what was going on. Some of them weren't even home. And by the way, those kids are now under CPS custody. They were taken to an area hospital to get checked out. Now, the constables tell us the mother and her boyfriend will be transferred tomorrow from Louisiana back here to Harris County. Reporting live, Anayeli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Such troubling details. Anayeli tonight, thank you. No child should have to endure abuse. There is help. Call the Texas Abuse Hotline at 1-800-252-5400. It is available 24 hours.
Oh, man. All right. Handcuffed teens whose escape from a Cypress home led to the arrest of their mother and a boyfriend. Mom was 40, boyfriend was 27. 16-year-old twins ran door to door through the neighborhood for half an hour early Tuesday, pleading for help. The boy was shirtless, both with barefoot and shivering, when a kind woman in a nearby subdivision answered a door and let them inside. They were so skinny and frail. They just looked like they had been through a lot, the woman said. They told me that their mom kept them locked in the laundry room, naked, zip-tied from the ankles and handcuffed from the wrist. The woman fed them, wrapped them in blankets, and called Precinct 5 Constable's office. Twins told investigators they weren't allowed to use the toilet and were forced to drink their own urine and live surrounded by feces in the laundry room. Both were now malnourished, and the boy had at least one fractured bone that had healed. They also had bruises, cuts, and scars all over their body and were extremely thin with their bones sticking out. They would only feed them a sandwich, only if they were quiet the whole day. If they made any type of noise, they wouldn't be fed. How a mother could do this to her kids, and I feel my tears are out of frustration, anger, and sadness. Deputies went to the house to investigate, but the couple had five other children, ages 8 to 14, were gone, so an Amber Alert was issued. Deputies went to the house to investigate, but the couple and 5 other children, ages 8 to 14, were gone, so an Amber Alert was issued. Hours later, all right, Zakia Duncan, there you go, 40, and Jova Terrell, 27, were arrested in Baton Rouge. Both are charged with injury to a child and brought back to Houston on Thursday. Only one child was with the couple when they were arrested. The other 4 boys were later found safe with relatives in Louisiana. All 7 children were placed in child protective custody, according to authorities. Twins who escaped said their 12-year-old twin brothers were also abused, but not as much as them. Isn't that crazy? It's not the first time Duncan has been arrested and charged due to alleged child abuse. According to Louisiana court documents from 10 years ago, a then 5-year-old child of Duncan's, who was taken from school to a local hospital to be treated for burns to his feet, burns to his genitalia, and other parts of his body. Doctors determined it was likely the result of being burned by hot water. The boy also had bruises on his torso, back, and butt. According to the documents, when police went to Duncan's house, they found a 20-month-old child wrapped in clothing with his hands bound. The only other person in the home was a child's 4-year-old brother. During questioning, police said Duncan admitted to routinely disciplining one child by making him get into a push-up position for an hour, causing the kid's hand to swell. Child was also forced to sleep on the floor of the closet. Door of the closet was blocked by boards to keep the child from escaping and stealing food from the kitchen. Police reported at the time that 2 of Duncan's older children showed signs of abuse and were removed from the home. They said Duncan admitted that she had been investigated for allegedly abusing her children in the past. She was charged with cruelty to juveniles, but meanwhile, she got them back. It's not clear how long Duncan and her current boyfriend had lived in the house on Marina Alto Lane near the intersection of West Road and Fry Road. Anyone with information on this case reported to Harris County Precinct 5. How crazy is that, though? So look at this area. Now, I couldn't get in, for some reason, Marina Alto is not on, oh no, wait, I was able to find it. Hold on. What am I talking about? Where'd my Zillow go? Hold on. Okay. So they said that she was on the 8700 block area. So I couldn't find the exact house. And I'm going to do you know what? Let me do a street view. Hold on. Oh, man. Why don't let me do a street view? I had it before. It was a different house, though. Ugh. All right, so let me show you this. Hold on. Oh, let me shut that. Mute. All right. Because there's nothing more annoying when somebody's on Facebook. I mean, when someone's on a panel and all you hear is ding, ding, ding. All right. So she's right here. And for some reason, you can really not get, but I could have sworn I had a thing before. I'm almost positive I did. Arena Alta. All right, so she's on the 8700 block. So just to give you an idea of the houses, this is 8715, which is one of her neighbors. I live here. 4 bed, 4 bath. I'm sorry, that's a nice house. Yeah, I ding-dinged you. I mean, this is a no-joke neighborhood. It's beautiful. Although I think black hardwood floor would look nicer. But this is her street. Exactly. They save money by not feeding the kids. That's the clubhouse. Like, I don't get 8 kids and the cops don't know. I didn't mute you, unicorn. So if I go like down here, I was looking. This is 8 out of 10. The middle school is 10 out of 10. Then 8 out of 10. That's insane. Like, this is good money. I doubt it for us. Now when they live in this kind of home. I don't know. I don't know who she was living off of, but this is one of her neighbors. So we're talking, I mean, there was money. I would love a staircase like this. And black and white. Oh. Yeah, but you still got to be able to afford it, Andrea. You know, either way, you still got to be able to afford it. Let's see. And they said they haven't been living there that long. So I'm wondering, did they buy it? Would they rent it? But even renting is like $5,000 a month. She an adult movie chick? I don't know, Brian. You want to find out? No, I don't know. Cypress, Texas, Zillow. Street view. But I mean, it's hard to see this way, but kind of gives you an idea. I mean, just Cypress alone. I mean, this is an expensive area. It's crazy. I agree, Kate. And she has 8 of them. It's not like she's got 1 or 2. She's got 8 kids at 40 years old. Trafficking, possibly. I would love to live in that house. Let's see what it looks like. Where'd that house go? Looks like it's a gingerbread house. No food, no clothes. Obviously, no education. I don't know. I don't know how you can do that to a child that you gave birth to. I just don't. Why am I not rich? This isn't even rich, though. This is like upper middle class. I should be living in a house that looks like this. That's nice. All right, don't get me started. I could look at houses all day. All right. Their escape story might be it. Yeah, I don't know yet. We don't know. We just know they escape. We don't know how. But did you see those marks on their arms? Hey, Nan. I can't even imagine. Yeah, but why is she with this 27-year-old loser? I bet he was a drug dealer and they were drug dealers. Sell everything, give it to the 8 children, and string mom and boyfriend upside down by their toes. I agree. Yeah, where's Ringo? Ringo's in Texas too, isn't he? He ignores me. He never even comes in here. He don't like me. Save for house cleaner. But that's the thing. If you can afford a $600,000 house, you'd be able to afford cleaners. You know what I mean? Like my mom is a cleaner. She does not a maid, but a cleaning service every week. There's nobody even that lives there. It's just her and Howard. But she's got that maid service every week since I was little. It's got to be better than that, G of Twins. I'm going to look up real quick and see if I could find out what they did. Since they did give names. Hold on. All right, Duncan. All right. Let's see. Guys, it's 55 degrees here. Hey, Rachel. What the? Oh. Doesn't really say. I think this is the one I just, similar to the one I just played, but let's give it a shot. And then I'm going to open up panel. Then I'm going to open up panel for anyone that wants to be the first to come up. Hey, Squirrel.
Escaping abuse from their own home.
New surveillance video shows the twins going to a neighbor's home early yesterday morning, begging for help. Police soon got involved, and that's when the twins' mother and her boyfriend fled with their 5 other children, sparking that Amber Alert. They were all later located near Baton Rouge.
Law enforcement said the teens were being held captive. Now they're in the hospital receiving care.
Look at that, though. That is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, that's some serious marks.
ABC 13's Micah Hatfield sat down with a woman who called police and got them help.
Gina and Eric, after these teens removed their handcuffs and escaped from their home, police say they went door to door looking for help. It was early in the morning, so a knock on the door was likely startling for many. But one woman answered that cry for help. As a result, the handcuffs are now switching wrists. They're going from these teens to the mother and her boyfriend. I'm told they're supposed to be brought back here to the Harris County Jail tomorrow.
Okay, I just have one question. Does this girl not realize that her lips look fully injected and that they don't look natural? Because no one told her this, because they don't. They look totally fake.
From Baton Rouge. A bizarre knock on the door at 5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning in Cypress. One many people didn't answer, some out of fright, but one woman did. The precinct.
That's why nobody was answering. It was 5:30 in the morning. They may have been scared. That's why people weren't answering their door. Because I'm like, why? If it was like the middle of the day or something, why wouldn't people answer their door? That explains it. It was 5:30 in the morning.
5 Constable's office says the twin 16-year-olds escaped their home in the Marvita neighborhood, where they had been held prisoner in handcuffs in their laundry room. No shoes, one not wearing a shirt. It was cold outside. They were desperate. This woman, who wants to remain anonymous for safety reasons, invited them in.
They were saying that they had just gotten here from Baton Rouge, I think they said, that they just moved here and that their mom didn't disclose the address to them. And so they.
Wow, that looks even worse than the first one. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. I agree. Thank God that woman answered the door. You know, honestly, I hate to say it, people probably thought they were crackheads. No shirt, middle of the night, 5:30 in the morning, knocking on doors. They probably thought they were crackheads. I would if I looked out my ring bell and saw, 2 really, really skinny kids shaking, clothesless, It's normal. I get it.
Didn't know where they lived.
She gave them blankets and food, which she says they ate every bit of. They told her they hadn't eaten in more than a week. The woman called police. In the meantime, she says the children opened up about the abuse they had endured at the hand of their mother, Zakiya Duncan, and her boyfriend, Jova Terrell, even telling her they had tried to escape the night before.
But she got caught, and her mom beat her, hit her in the head.
The woman, who's an ICU nurse, checked out their injuries. And welcome, Izzy. Because I made my own rules, $25, so it gets at least 5 minutes and less against TOS and haters. You got it. And took these photos, swollen hands, fresh cuts to their wrists and arms. She noticed scarring on their frail bodies as well. You'll notice the handcuffs sitting on the counter.
They complain about feeling stiff from being in just one position in the laundry room.
The woman is still trying to process everything. Duncan and her boyfriend both charged with injury to a child. The woman who helped save them is angry that it got to this extreme and that Duncan had custody of her children. Texas CPS said they had not been involved with the family before, but in Louisiana, where they had just moved from, the Department of Child and Family Services, according to court records, had been, even documenting past abuse.
Give these abusers life in prison, like murderers, because that's ultimately what it's going to lead to. And I bet crime would go down. Kids would not be abused because people would be afraid to go to prison for life.
At the Harris County Jail, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News. That's just crazy. Look at that. That's insane. I'm so glad they escaped. So glad. I couldn't even imagine. Wow. Sad, sad story. Squirrel, it was you that posted this, wasn't it? But that's what I was saying before. I don't understand how someone could do this to their own children. I really don't. Like, you give birth to them. They're here because of you. If you don't want kids, you just want to beat them, don't have kids. I don't know. I mean, I've gotten frustrated with my kids. I've never hit them. I've honestly never hit my children. And people think I'm crazy. Like, no, you're lying. I've never hit my kids. I've never had to. I've never even grounded them. I grounded them for like 10 minutes once. I once pulled Phoenix off of bed when he was young because I was pissed, but I've never laid a hand on them. Like, I just don't get it. Yeah, give them up for adoption, but you created them. They came out of you. Yeah, I've never hit them. I wanted to once, but no, I never did. I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't see hitting as an answer. That's just crazy. Hey, Coffee. This seems like one of the worst I've seen. And yes, thank goodness for that woman who opened the door. I don't think I would have voted. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I would have either. And if you're limited, you starve before your kids do. That's true. Oh, Janet posted it. Thank you, Janet. Exactly, Truth Fairy. It's exactly right. You hurt when your kids hurt. All right, I'm dropping the link for anyone that wants to come up. Just know that you could get kicked off unless you Crystal. She bought her way in. Crystal's safe. My dad hit me once, and I damn well deserved it. And I missed like 5 steps. That's how hard he hit me. That was like the only time he ever hit me. Absolutely no parent sacrifice. Absolutely. That's why it bothers me when I hear these people talk about, oh, I did this for my kid. Well, you have no idea what it means to suffer for your kids. You have no idea what it's like to go hungry just so they eat or just work to pay for their stuff. A lot of people don't know what that's like. Single moms do. I know what it's like. And it's hard. Giving a powwow on the butt, it's a light top. A lot of people have. I agree that mother needs her ass beat. I totally agree. But
like I said, I hear these people with one kid and one husband, and they don't realize how easy their life is. I've spanked my 2 boys less than a handful of times, hurt feeling more than anything. Yeah, this is a mugshot of the mom. Come on, nobody wants to come up and join me? All right, I'll shut down then. Hi, how'd that happen? I have it on mute. Generational abuse. A lot of times it is generational abuse. My super chat says, so everyone gets at least 5 minutes. Oh, I thought you were buying your time. Because, like, you can also pay for your own time. What was I looking for? A mugshot. Hold on. I cannot even imagine sitting there eating while my kid is starving. No. DCF could have said, well, they said DCF wasn't involved in their current situation, but they were involved in their previous. Pixel does, so have I. But then again, we all starve because Dayton eats everything. So there's that. I buy $150 worth of food. It's gone in a day. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Woohoo. First one up.
Hey, I figured you were chilling by yourself, so I would.
I know. What's going on?
Nothing, just chilling.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't really know. Like I said, no one else was grabbing, and I was like, well, poor Laura needs company. And I've never got to talk to you.
Exactly.
We've never ended up on Queen Bee's panel at the same time.
That's true.
And I've never come up here. So hello.
Hello. And I'm not a bitch like everyone thinks I am.
No, I know how you roll. You can be bitchy, but so can I. So I can relate to it. It's good.
I could be a lot worse, but I ignore and don't say anything and just keep my mouth shut. And that's that. But yeah, I could be a bitch. But if I was a guy, people would have no problem with it. No problem at all.
No, they like it's acceptable if you're a man.
Sure is. And it's so frustrating.
It is.
See these people do this stuff and nobody says a word. And I just don't get it. But have a girl do it? Oh, she's a bitch. She's this. She's that. And she's public enemy number 1. That's like, whatever. So.
Haters truly love you on the inside.
What?
I said haters truly love you on the inside.
Absolutely. Hey, Sage.
What?
I have an idea. Since Grandma said it was okay for you to have a party, they're in Disney. Go to her house and have a party.
No, that's too much work. I could just be like, raid your time and then throw a party here.
No, Grandma said it was okay. Go to
the
Grandma's.
candles are off limits, but the party's being thrown tomorrow night.
Yeah. Get me a drink, please. I think Dane drank my soda, but see if it's in there somewhere. I am a straight shooter, Jay. Thank you, Glory.
So I came in a few minutes late. Is that a newer case or is that
It's brand new.
It is new, huh?
Yeah, someone posted it in members Discord, and anything with twins, I'll look up like immediately, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. So then I kept
that's crazy.
More, and it's all from today. So they just escaped yesterday. So everything is brand new. So the only problem with bringing brand new stories, there's not much info. That's the only problem. You can give like a headline for it, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's so disturbing. Those poor boys. Oh, if they showed up at my house, I wouldn't let them leave. I would end up keeping them.
See, I was saying that too, that I'm horrible because I know Sage and I both. If someone showed up to my door like that, I don't even know if, I mean, I'd call the police, but I'd be like, no, they could stay here. Like, I wouldn't want them. I guess they weren't in school, but I would be like, no, you don't want them to leave school. You don't want them to do this. I don't know. I'd probably want to keep them like a puppy.
Right, exactly. I don't want, like, I hate to compare kids to animals, but if I find a stray, usually I end up keeping it. Like,
Exactly.
I don't want to give it away. I don't want to find it a home. It's better with me because I know what's going to happen to it. And so I think I'd feel even more that way if it came to actual kids. And I mean, they're 16, but they look like children and they were treated horribly. I would have just kept them and loved them.
Annie, that was you that posted it? I'm sorry. It's just sad. And I don't know anything about their real father or anything about it, but the marks on their wrists, my God.
That's disturbing. Well, I hope that they end up in jail forever and ever.
I agree. But, it goes back to the problem that I talked about before. For some reason, cops don't care about it. They don't care about kids like they do an adult. Even look at Quentin's case. If that was an adult, somebody would be in jail. But because it's a child, all of a sudden, nobody cares. And she won't get the same sentence that someone, if it was an adult, would get. And that's really sad.
In most cases, yeah, I feel really hopeful with their law enforcement that hopefully they will have a really strong case against this one.
I certainly hope so. Bye, K-Rocks. I really certainly hope so. Because I don't know. I look at all these cases with kids, and I've said this before, but I look at all these cases with kids, and the kids end up with nothing. They, 5 years for killing your kid, 5 years for, child abuse, or you don't get charged. What? No. Did Dane drink my Pepsi? I don't know. Do you see it? It's Hawaiian Punch. Sage and Phoenix are 18 in 3 months.
I made you a drink for no reason.
My daughter will be 18 at the end of December.
I can't believe they're almost 18.
She's in her senior year. Her birthday falls so late that she's, started a year later, so she turns 18 before the rest of her classmates. But I'm so sad because she's moving out in June, and my son's 24, so he's been out on his own for about 5 years now. It's just going to be me and my pets.
It's all right. I'm not giving them a forwarding address. I said, go to college, me and Dayton are moving, and you're never going to find us. Good luck. Go to grandma.
Oh, me and my daughter. I mean, I'm close with my son, but, with mother and daughter relationship is a lot different.
I hear you.
This one's going to be tougher.
Quinny, as far as Phoenix 17 playing with Legos, yeah, but he wants to be an engineer.
My son is a live streamer on Twitch, and he does Lego kits all the time, like the big, huge adult Lego kits. Yeah, yep. I sent him pictures of your son's guitar and amp. Actually, he thought that was badass.
Yeah, he does. He loves.
Was that a kit, or did he just put that together?
No, that was a kit.
Okay.
He loves, like, even when, as dumb as this sounds, even like IKEA furniture, I go to him. Why? Because he goes through every step.
Yep.
He doesn't try to race through it. Like, he wants to know how things work, how, why this corner goes into that corner. It's just the way his mind thinks. So doing Legos and putting together construction and buildings and bridges, that's his thing. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's really good.
So He even said to me the other day, "Can we go to Walmart?" I said, "For what?" He goes, "I want to get another kit."
They're not. No, that's not a cheap hobby at all.
Oh, not at all.
I I didn't pay full price, but I got my son a Ferrari kit for Christmas, and that was almost $500.
Yeah, they're crazy expensive. How can anyone still not love Legos? I don't know. I
Right.
don't have the head for it.
I still color. I color every night.
I do not have the patience. Give me wax. I can make wax Legos, but I just don't have the patience for it. Nope, nope, nope. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Nobody's coming up here. Why isn't anyone else coming up?
Because nobody likes me. Nobody ever wants to come up. Actually, I was talking to Zav Girl about this. She said that before Kylie's case, nobody ever wanted to come on her panel. I said, so it's not a personal thing? She said, no. She goes, nobody ever wanted to come on my panel. I would beg people to come up. She goes, and then when it came to Kylie's case, now I can't get them off. Now everyone wants to come up. And I said, I don't know, maybe it's just me. And she said, no, it'll happen. And then you're gonna wish it didn't.
Burden's correct. Yep. She knows I color every night because I'm usually on the phone with her while I'm doing it.
A wax Lego? Yeah, I can make I have the mold to make wax Legos. Oh, Diane, you do remember? She's not lying to me. I thought she was lying to me to make me feel better. Thank you, blue-eyed female. That's awesome for the twins.
I just got into making candles. Well, I'm just starting to try.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
If you need any help, let me know. I actually, I'm going to start doing videos, but I'm telling you, I make such a mess. But I bought so much stuff to make. I can now make ramen noodles.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm making all different fruits, waffles, pecans, so I can make pecan pumpkin waffle.
I'm gonna message you in Discord with some questions. I'm not trying to get a big business going. I spend a lot of money on candles and waxes myself, but I just want to get just a little side hustle going, just some chump change for myself.
The key, honestly, is the wax and the wicks.
Yeah,
wicks are the most important, and where you buy fragrances from, all of that matters. I learned the hard way. When I say learn the hard way, I did, let me just do this. And I didn't really know what I was doing. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to weigh it. I don't need to weigh my ounces or weigh the wax. I'll just go by eye. And it was a mistake. And all these little things matter. And
that's what I'm doing right now. And I actually, if I were just because I'm not at the point where I'm selling them yet, but I would not be bringing in profit. I'd still be in the negative after buying all the products. That's my biggest struggle right now, is I need to find a way to buy and cut costs.
I spent thousands to test. I really did. That's why I say I can really help somebody not go through the hardest times that I went through, trying to figure this stuff out and what sizes to use. And, there's a lot of things I could have done differently, a lot. And, I didn't need a stock of 200 vessels either. But now if you have PayPal, which got me in trouble this morning, but even my vessel manufacturer, now you can do PayPal 4 and 4. My wax manufacturer, you can do Afterpay. So there are ways to spread it out. And scents, nobody needs to buy as many scents as I do. I just wanted to smell everything. I mean, right now, currently, I think I have 400 scents.
Nice.
The top 100 on my website. But a lot of them, they only make 2 candles. One little bottle will only make 2 candles.
Right, yeah.
So I have a lot of those too, just to test them.
It's me, Jay. That would be amazing if we could come up with one that covers up the smell of marijuana.
That's
not like patchouli, because I really hate that smell.
No, you can do like a fresh linen odor eater. I know that I made a bunch of pecan pumpkin, and let me tell you, I walked in my house and all I smelled was pecan pumpkin.
That sounds good.
Blue-eyed female, as a matter of fact, I have to drive through Knoxville tomorrow, and I'm actually stopping by my manufacturer to pick up more candy corn because I only have enough to make like 4 candles. And I didn't put it on the website only because I'm not going to be back till the 24th. Do you make a candle that sound like Lush Snow Fairy? I do have Snow Fairy. Dragonfly, I'm probably going to use Intrepid, but I have to get into it first. But yeah, there's a fresh linen odor eater that'll get rid of that smell, but Fruit Loop, get rid of that smell. All my personal scents and wax are safe for dogs. I have 2 dogs. I use all organic waxes, wax and premium scents. Yeah. And that's another thing. When you're first starting out, don't buy the best of everything. And that's what I did. So testing, I wasted a lot of money. A lot.
Okay.
I would just to test them out, buy cheap stuff. And when I say cheap stuff, I don't mean like Amazon. That's not cheap. I mean, like, you don't need a 55-pound block of wax. You can get a 10-pound block or a 10-pound bag from a good manufacturer that it will save you in the long run because you don't need enough wax. I have monkey farts. You don't need the same. You don't need to, like, when you use a better wax, you don't use as much. You don't have sinkholes. It burns better, so you're not testing it over and over and over. You're testing it once to see if you got the right wick, if it's too big, too small. I would recommend getting wicks from Lone Star. I have tried Lone Star Candle Company. I have tried so many different wicks, and they are by far the best.
Okay.
And that's Lone Star Candle Company. Some of their scents are good, but their wicks can't be beat. Their wood wicks I've never used. Those I get from Wooden Wick, who are the ones that actually created the wooden wicks. But trying to find the right size is a nightmare. I still have trouble with it sometimes. I think I finally nailed it.
Okay. Thank you for the advice. Like I said, I will message you in Discord because I do have a couple other questions.
And another trick, I'll give you another trick, which I'm going to do all this in a video, but I learned this recently and it's made such a difference. You know how you have those stupid ass wick stickers?
Yes.
Okay. There's this stuff that you buy at Home Depot called High Heat Red Silicone, ATV.
Okay.
It is the bomb. You put it, you connect the wicks, you leave it for an hour, and you come back and you have no problem with them. Like you can't get them off. They will not break. They will not move. They're amazing.
What is that called again?
It's Red ATV.
Okay.
High heat. You have to get the high heat ones. The high heat. And it's red and it's ugly and it's sticky, but it works so good for wicks.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm writing this stuff down.
Yeah, those wick stickers are horrible. Horrible. And there's just so like little things like that. And that's why I'm like, you know what? Some people charge for that. Like I've noticed a lot of candle companies charge to give everyone, their secrets. But I feel like even if, no, it's called Red ATV stuff. I'll show you. I have it inside. And I just feel like if I can help someone else save on the mistakes that I made, more power to you. More power. I would love to be able to help.
That's nice. Most people aren't like that. But yeah, I would like to see you do some videos making candles.
I don't know. I just feel like it's out there anyway. Like other people, are doing it. You know, I learned from some people on YouTube a lot of shortcuts. I learned how to do marbleized candles from someone on YouTube. I'm like, hey, I want to try that. And then I tried it and it took me a couple of times, but I got it. But yeah, there's so many stuff. Gloria, I'm not charging for classes. I'm going to do it on YouTube. I have a lot of scents that aren't on the website. What I tell people is tell me what you want and leave a note that you want monkey farts. I also have a duck farts. I got monkey farts, duck farts, and something else. Monkey fart smells like a banana.
Monkey fart smells really good. I like that one. I haven't smelled duck farts yet, though.
Yeah, duck farts are pretty good too. But someone asked me about a man scent. There's so many, but personally, I like smoke and oid or smoke and tonka, smoke tonka and oid, OUD. I don't know if I say it right, but
I like the cool water type. That's one of my favorite man scents.
yeah, duck farts. Do you do crystals in them? I do genuine stones, correct. Unless you get a food one, then I'll put like on the pumpkin pecan, I put pecan and pumpkins on top. You know, wax melts. So, but I didn't want to make this a big candle combo.
Yeah, I was just gonna go ahead and jump down. I just wanted to come up
Thanks
and
for coming up.
officially have a conversation with you.
Absolutely. So
Mhm.
email, yeah, just hit me up in Discord. I'll give you some manufacturers and stuff.
All right, cool. Thanks.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. I'll be in chat.
All right.
Bye.
Which one on your site you get to go? Oh, it would be, I think I have clean linen on there. I should have clean linen. But like I said, all you have to do is if you want a scent that's not on there that I've spoke about, just put what scent you want on and then like just leave me a note and then I'll know not to make the one that you picked, but make the one that you have in the note. That's all. Did you guys see my awesome new boxes? Did I post it to Instagram? I don't know if I posted the latest to Instagram. But you guys also, if you want to see my creations, Instagram. There you go. I love my boxes. I'm so proud of them. Those are my boxes. Thank you, True Texan. I'm actually changing the website. But I need more likes and stuff on Instagram. I only got 1 like on my awesome boxes. My Instagram is EnergyCC. Hey, Lady B. Here is my Instagram. Thank you. I just got to do better bows. But yeah, they come in black and white, and I switched it up. What is my what? Okay, as soon as I get my washer dryer thing done fighting insurance, going to do all my Christmas to you. Sweet. But yeah, I'm really excited about the boxes. I mean, they're a little pricey, but not as bad as ordering it in other places. But I really wanted to step it up. I wanted to step up my game, and I knew boxes were a way to step it up. Welcome, Nan. I thought you were a member. I have to figure out how to make better bows. I make shitty bows. Maybe it's my nails. Watch YouTube videos on how to make pretty. I still can't do it. I've watched those videos. I still can't do it. I am the worst. The absolute worst. Oh, you renewed. I don't know. I can't make a bow to save my life. I've tried gluing it. I've tried taping it. These people make it look so easy. It's not. Iced cinnamon vanilla is one of my favorites, actually. And that's another thing I got. I now have stuff to make cinnamon buns. Little mini cinnamon buns. So those are going to go on top of the iced cinnamon and vanilla. Unless you request crystals, then you could get it. But I'm actually changing the website around to make it easier. I'm probably working on it this weekend. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to. I was going to say maybe I could work on it from my phone, but that's going to be impossible. Color both blue-eyed. Black or white. It depends what size you're doing. What size are you looking at? Hey, Juniper, thank you. If you're looking at a 9-ounce, I could tell you right now, I have red. I didn't think of that, Gloria. Use a bow maker. Yeah, but do they do real mini ones? I have a maroon, I have gray stone, I have black, I have white. In the 14-ounce, I have a ton of different colors. In 4-ounce, I have black and white. The boxes fit 4-ounce. The boxes look high-end, exactly. They are high-end, actually. Jar, candle color, both blue-eyed. Yes, we were talking about a case earlier. Size for newborns and fur babies. After renew every month, it only works on a laptop. Bows? Yes, all Laura's packaging is luxury. I get my crystals from a local crystal shop. And 9-ounce candle vessels come from Wooden Wick. That's where I get my 9-ounce and my 14-ounce. Boxes look great, but I rather spend. Oh, the candle doesn't change. Never got a notification? You never do? So that's that. But that's why I only got boxes for the 4-ounce. So yes, it is Tatum. Makesy and Wooden Wick has now turned into Makesy. Correct. I still always call it Wooden Wick, though. I think the name Makesy is so dumb. I don't even know why they changed it to Makesy. I think it's stupid. Hey, Ashley, like, what kind of name is Makesy? You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't flow right. Like, Wooden Wick flows right. Wooden Wick sounds right. Makesy just sounds dumb. Thank you, Rock Tim. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just dumb. But that's where I get my wax from. It's where I get my 14-ounce jars and where I get my 9-ounce. It is silly, right? Makesy. It's just stupid. And I get a lot of my luxury scents from there. Call renew, but never works. Talking crafts or any true topic. I said anyone wants to come up, they can come up. I already went through a whole story. I've been on an hour and a half already. But I said, anyone come up, talk about any case? And I had no problem with it. I know, it's a stupid name. You know them, though? You like them? I love them, though. I love the wax. And they're the only place that carries the hemp coconut soy wax. It does sound immature and childish. I totally agree. Not on patch. No, we were. And then, I don't know, somehow candles came up. You won't be disappointed, Ashley. Nail Elegance Regine? I have not heard from Dylan, True Texan. Let's talk about Beavis and Butthead. Who's Beavis and Butthead? Quinny, I don't know what Beavis and Butthead is. Oh, Turtles? You click a link on the Instagram for the site. Yeah, someone else said that. Hold on, let me look. Someone else said that. Let me see what I have. Oh, you know why? Because I don't have the right link. That would be a good reason. I can only edit on mobile. That's why that idiot said, oh, your link doesn't work. That makes sense. Hold on. That's why it's not working. Now I get it. I didn't understand why, like, nothing worked. Because that's not the website. Now, the website's Energy CCS. I'm going to have to do it from my cell phone, which I hate. I'd so much rather work from a computer. Monster, nothing but great news about your candles. Thank you, Ashley. It couldn't have worked for you, Truth Fairy. Not the one on Instagram. Because it won't let me change it from my computer. Tesla scent? What's Tesla scent? I have to change that after I'm done. My mom and grandma. Oh, that's where they get. Oh, no shit. My mom gets such amazing feedback from customers regarding Makesy. I totally agree, Tatum. They're just expensive. It's hard to keep prices low when dealing with them. But I just love their wax. And I looked up. Is Verna lady? Super weird. Who's Verna? Why do I know that name? See, Rock Jam, I haven't watched the Daryl Brooks trial. I've heard about it, but I haven't watched it. Do you have any ideas about maybe making a Dutch Netherlands candle? I haven't, Lady V. I'm open to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tatum, the problem is, though, that I'm not a problem, but the good thing about them, but a bad thing is they kind of have a monopoly on the hemp coconut wax. I don't think anywhere sells it unless you want to buy it from like Etsy. But I've gone back and forth between the apricot coconut and the hemp coconut. And the reason why I like the hemp coconut, nobody uses it. It's like, it's organic and nobody uses it. And I don't know why. I mean, it's a great product. So I haven't really figured out. I mean, I get better sense out of that than the apricot. That's why I don't know why more people don't use it. But I'm like, you know what? I'll put a niche on that. I didn't buy actual maturity clothes, just bigger sizes. I have lots of barely. Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear from him. Hey, Blink. When is a trial for the woman who was playing hide and seek with a boyfriend and put him in the suitcase to kill him? I don't know about that one. Oh, that Verna. I watched a video, Kate. It's Laura and Nicole B, not Laura and Laura. Huh? You guys are confusing me. Verna Case pretty much going after people who don't go with her views. She did video. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she do the videos of Prasa? Where is she saying this? Yeah, I'll reach out to Kurt and find out why Dylan never got back to me with some info. Yeah, I know she's a local from Truckee, but where are you guys seeing this stuff? Everywhere? Maybe I don't get on YouTube enough. Is there a video you can point me to? Kevin's live. Kevin who? Who's Kevin? Zap Girl or Kevin? Kevin Niece. All right. I hope he did too. Oh, she was on Zav's live as well? She was on Zav's yesterday being funny with Latina. Dr. Dre. Any channel that speaks against the autopsy. Did Check It TV find the autopsy too? She's in everyone's channel yesterday. Went after the doc at Squirrel Girl today. She's in another channel, Kevin. Oh, I want to see it. No, Lady V. But if you want to come up, you can. Crystal bought 5 minutes at least for everyone. Hey, believe me, I'm all about supporting the channel. Oh, speaking of, I want to tell you guys something. So I play this free game on my phone. It's not really free. I end up winning money. But I play this like game on my phone. And after every single round, all these ads pop up. And I'm always Xing them out. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I know that I can buy this. I know that I can buy more. You don't need to keep telling me. But you know what? In all actuality, that's the same mentality that people have on YouTube. And they're not wrong. Like, even though people know that, yeah, you can donate, you can super chat, but maybe sometimes people just need reminders. No, it's over 99, not 50. Where do you see 50? It's free shipping for orders over 99. But if it says 50 somewhere, let me know, because it shouldn't. Hey, a detailed autopsy was released from Spirit Box. Yeah, I agree. I second Squirrel's comment. Lady V, don't be nervous. When I check out, it says 50? Nah, it's 99. Is Verna in here? No. I wish, Tinker. That sometimes you cannot get off screens on those. No, I'm just saying, though, like, you know that you can do it, but they remind you. And I feel like it's kind of the same thing. I do, Truth Fairy. The main page says 99. Yeah, I'll look into that. I'll have to go check that out because it shouldn't be 50. It's 99. Shipping's like high dollar. It's crazy. And I use like low shipping rates. Yeah, if you can tell me what's going on with Verna. I don't know. Check if Verna acts slow, in my opinion, for a purposeful reason. You think it's on purpose? No, I can't use flat rate because some people order 1 candle, some people order 3 candles, some people order, 6 candles. That's actually on a budget. $13.25 is reduced rate. I'm not a person, I'm a human being. That's something Daryl Brooks would say. Now, Blue Eye, just so you know, I'm gone for the weekend. Shipping is costly these days. I dropped it already, lady. See, but I'm not using a postal service anymore. I'm using UPS. I can't stand the post office right now. UPS is cheaper and they're better, and I like them better. Hey, Rabbit's girl. Yeah, if people notice, I'll only use UPS now. I had to deliver one today. UPS was like, I think it was to California. UPS was like $14.90 and post office wanted like 17. I was like, heck no. What's up, Lady B?
Oh, nothing much. You're kind of intimidating.
Why does everyone say that? I don't try to be.
You're just so self-assured, and you seem like just a woman who can take care of herself. I was like, I know my heart's pounding.
I don't bite, I promise.
Oh, I know you don't. You seem like a sweetheart. Hey, I wanted to let you know I went on Instagram and liked a whole bunch of your things. And I wasn't trying to plug my Instagram. I was just trying to let you know I was from your chat, so you would know you had somebody from. Not like I'm the only one, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Because your chat. I don't see. You didn't send me a message though.
Oh no, I didn't send a message. I just went in and liked a whole bunch of your Insta pages.
Yeah, no, send me a message on Instagram so then I can click your link.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Yeah, anyway, I've been watching you for a while, and I don't know that I watch Zabs too, and I know that you go in there a lot because I've seen you. And boy, last night was insane.
What happened? I spoke to her today. She didn't even tell me.
I am not a gossip, so I'm just gonna be kind of straight here. We had Dr. Latina or Dr. Gray on there, and she was going through the autopsy and everything was going really well for a while. And then Verna said something. I missed what she said, but apparently she said something, and the whole chat went absolutely crazy. It was like ravenous dogs chasing Vera by.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh, it was insane. And I was like, listen, we depended on this woman, for a lot of stuff. Why can't you guys be kind? She has a different viewpoint. Well, I think part of it was that all of us automatically assumed that she was on, well, for lack of a better way to say this, Kylie's side,
Yeah.
And then last night it came off that she was more with Lindsay at this point. And I mean, they just ate her up.
Do you know, was she on panel or was in chat?
No, she was in chat.
Oh,
I think no, they didn't try to get her to go up. They were just like trying to kick her out of the room, trying to do, I mean, just, you need to cancel her now. I mean, it was just, gosh, I've never seen Zab's channel like that. And Zab, she was so focused on trying to help Dr. Dre and listen to her and follow what she wanted to follow because she had the autopsy pulled up. And
yeah.
so she was trying to do that, and then she was kind of looking in chat too, so it like really distracted Zab, which I felt sorry for Tiffany. I mean, it was just terrible.
Wow. Hold on. Let me let the dog out. What? Tell me what you. Can you send me an email, Blue Eyed, and I'll put a note on it. Hold on. What's mine?
No.
I swear this dog sits outside for hours. 41 degrees. He still just sits outside.
What is he?
He's a pit bull, golden retriever, flat coat retriever. He's a big monster, but he's very, very hairy.
Yeah, that's why. Wow. I used to have a Pyrenees that was like that. Right now, I've got a little Yorkie that, she loves to go out and play in it, but she wants to come back as quickly as she can. I'm a lifelong Yorkie lover. They're my spirit animal.
I have my little one. Do you know when this happened? Like at what point?
Oh my gosh. I don't. Oh, it was probably. Well, it honestly, I'll be honest with you, Laura. It reached a point that everybody just was so insane that probably about 15, 20 minutes or what, I was like, you know what, I'm out of here, because I was just like, I mean, people were vicious. But I would say it's more than halfway through the video.
Okay.
I don't know how long it went after I left, but it seemed like it was about halfway through the video.
Okay.
And
I just found where Verna's talking. She says, I'm here for a family. Everybody's gotten real official answers and nobody's letting her rest.
Yeah, because somebody asked her, they were like, we thought you were for Kylie and all of this. And she's like, I'm here for family because nobody will leave Kylie alone and just let her rest. That's what that was meant for. Because all of us thought that she was there and thinking along the same lines as the majority was thinking, that something was foul play with Kylie. And then when she said that, she said something about the something about the results. I think she said something about Dr. Dre not being qualified or something like that, is what it sounded like. And people just like went off on her.
Wow.
I mean, she said, I'm here for family. And that was like, oh my Lord. Pack of wild dogs just went crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And Dr. Dre, I mean, she's very precise.
Yeah, she is.
watches every word, and I've watched some of her videos on our channels, and she's the same way there. I mean, she doesn't want to be misunderstood, and she wants you to know that when she says something, you can count on it being true. You know.
I
So
agree. And what I found interesting, though, and I did not know this, and I think this is really important for people to remember too. She said the reason why she talks slow is because English is not her first language.
Oh,
It's
well, that makes sense.
So she said that in the beginning of Zav's live, because I did watch the very beginning. And she said, you know, people think that I'm talking down to them or I'm not talking, you know, to them. But the reality is that English is not my native language. She does say that she speaks multiple languages.
Yeah, I heard her speak Italian and Spanish today, of course, Spanish, but she also spoke Italian. Boy, you wouldn't know it. She doesn't have hardly an accent.
Who is Verna or Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre Latina or Dr. Amy Solano. She's been around. I've known her since Summer Wells. But yeah, Dr. Dre. I call her Dr. Dre.
Doctor.
Dra Latina is what she goes by on YouTube. I just call her Dr. Dre. No, I found the timestamp, but I thought Verna was on panel. Was she on panel in Kevin's? Hey, Jerry. Was she on panel on anyone else's panel? Or was it all chat?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I do surf around, but I don't know if she has been on any other panels or not. I just have you certain ones that I listen to, you know, but I have heard she is kind of making the rounds, like they said, on people that are still talking about Kylie. And all Zab was trying to do was give like a final report on the autopsy, because I think she put like 4 or 5 different posts up the other day trying to explain that, look, this one is from the lab itself. This is how they give the results. And this is Kylie's. And if you compare them, and people were just giving her a hard time. And everybody in the chat really loved Dr. Dre and really appreciated her coming up. And then at one point, somebody attacked Dr. Dre and people went nuts. And I'm like, Dr. Dre just really, she gracefully put the person in their place. And I'm like, I think she can handle herself, guys, you know, but I mean, it was, I don't know what was wrong with everybody last night. It was just.
Glad I stayed off and watched Hellraiser on Hulu. All right, hold on. This might be it where Zab went off. I see her. Hold on.
Salts, etc., off and predators, fish, etc., the eyes are often not pristine. They're maybe not even there anymore.
I'll find it in a minute, because instead of scrolling, I just find things on my own and then put it out, because I feel like it drives more people crazy when I'm scrolling while it's up on the screen. But let me get back to, I want to add, well, I'm not saying you for sure could answer that, but I am going to look into that, because I don't understand why the reporting limits are lower. So you don't think it has to do with one being spleen blood and one being a tissue, that the reporting limits would be different?
I thought she was fighting her.
For a term, it really is. I see like 3 or 4 already. So
Is probably 5th in line.
But for 88, okay, so
subdural hematoma.
Hold on, let me check. Are there other kinds of autopsy that can be done?
I've got to look. Hold on.
Thank you. No, I know that, Susie. I'm still going to try to look, because that's just you're like.
I can't read it. Good old American education is evident in a lot of these comments. And is she going like this? Like, is that supposed to be sarcastic?
Yeah, it totally
I
disgusting.
would disagree. I think our educational system is extremely weak. We know that it's probably 65th in the world or something. It's not a good, I can't read it. Good old American education is evident. Is a minuscule difference. And the average drowning victim would have, I think, spots. And they are.
Oh, one thing Zav did say yesterday, or which she researched, and I find it wild, that the Watts kids had bigger lungs than Kylie.
Yes.
How is that even possible?
I don't know, especially since Kylie was a singer. I don't get that. I didn't understand that either.
To me.
Yeah, it's weird.
When she said that, I was like, how? Like, how? Not me. I heard it when said it on a live. Like, I don't even understand how that's possible.
I don't either, but I think somewhere in here is where it happened. Because for a while I wasn't concentrating on Dr. Dre at all. I was just like, hey guys, just, be kind. Everybody, we're all human. We all have our opinion, so it's somewhere along in there. But I think too, I mean, Zav was very protective of her, which I don't blame her. But I think Zav was a little tired and keyed up too, because like I said, she had done so much research on this and she was so not happy or whatever. She was glad to be able to present us like the final results of the autopsy. So she had put a lot of thought in and she had done, like I said, I know it was at least 3 videos saying, hey guys, that's not what I said. I said, this is from the lab that was used. They couldn't give me any of Kylie's information. But if you take that and you put it with Kylie's autopsy, it should help you read it, basically. So I think Zab was a little keyed up for that too.
Okay.
But yeah, at one point Zab did go off on somebody in the chat. I felt bad for both of them.
Yeah, I can't really tell. But that's horrible, though. They shouldn't do that.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, when you put that much research into something, and I'm sure Dr. Latina, she probably made sure she had her I's dotted and her T's crossed as well, because this isn't her first vocation. So I'm sure she made sure she re-educated herself on things that she needed to, so she was really actually pretty cool. It's just, it was insane. That's all I know.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing that people seem to forget. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you're always right. And she knows that. She went up there because none of us truly understand the terms and we don't truly understand like the logistics of everything in those reports. So she was up there to look at it, and explain it in layman's terms, basically.
Exactly.
She's not a cop. She doesn't have the evidence. She wasn't there to determine, based on evidence. She was only there. She's got no more evidence than we do.
No.
But she was there to explain everything. And that's why I don't know why people were going at her.
I don't know. I know at one point I commented back at this one person because now this isn't verbatim, but basically they were saying, why don't we get a doctor up here that's used to dealing with autopsies? And I'm like, well, if you would like to pay for one to come in here and tell us free, then go do it.
Exactly.
I mean, she was only doing it out of love and respect for the people, that she's in there almost every night. Dr. Dre, and
Yeah.
I think honestly what it is that there are just some people that no matter what you say, their mind's not going to get changed. And the thing of it is, if it was foul play, it doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything about it.
That's true. I've said that as well. You're 100% right. It doesn't matter what we think. It's just, let's check it out.
Exactly.
We can explore it. Doesn't mean we're right or wrong. It's just the way it is.
Right. Have you been following this baby Q?
Oh, yeah.
Heartbreaking.
It sure is. But with the mom partying, I have different views on this.
Oh no, I'm sure your views and mine align with each other.
No, a lot of people think, oh my God, how could they? How could they? But honestly, she's never going to see her daughter again. She's going to never be able to do this again. I don't know.
Maybe we don't align.
I don't think it's so far-fetched that they went and had a few drinks. They already know the baby's dead and they don't have the other kids. You can sit and wallow and cry about it, and that's it. Or you can just enjoy the last couple of days you have left, because you're not going to be in that position again. You're going to go away for 20 years.
Yeah, I don't think I could be alone with my daughter in a room. I couldn't trust myself. I'd end up in jail.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how I'd feel about that, because on one hand, I feel like, if it was my daughter, I'd absolutely kill her. But at the same time, I sit back and I think, okay, that is my daughter. And no matter what, I'm going to believe my daughter. So if my daughter says that she doesn't know what happened, I'm going to believe her. Even if my gut tells me otherwise. Even if my gut tells me my daughter did this, it's my daughter. And I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because it's my daughter. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. We can speculate all we want how we would react. Even me saying I don't think I could be alone in a room with her, but until you're in that position, I don't think you really know.
That's true too. That's totally true too. You don't know. And someone said that earlier on Queen Bee's panel, that until you're in that position, you just don't know. And I agree. But mom's as screwed up as she is.
Oh boy, yeah.
I do, Peace Hope. That is true. And it drives me nuts that people automatically say, I would do this, or I would do that, or you don't know what you're going to do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
And I know I have a friend of mine that lost her 35-year-old son about a week and a half ago. He just he came in the kitchen to his wife and he said, I'm having trouble breathing. And in literally seconds later, he was on the floor, gone. And I talked to her and I was like, I feel heartbroken for you. And she said, yeah, people keep telling me that and they understand. I said, what? I said, unless I lost a child, there's no way I understand what you're going through.
Yep, I agree.
So, and I know people, they grieve differently and all of that. It's just, I don't know, them being out partying, if, in that big of an arena, kind of making a big spectacle of themselves, drawing attention. I think more than anything, that's what people have difficulty with.
I agree.
Because I guess Billy made the waiter give her his number.
Yeah, I heard. But again, she's going to be around women for a long time.
Well, that's true.
So I just think of like, no matter what they do, they can't bring the baby back. No matter what they do, there's nothing she's going to do to quote unquote remember. Thank you, True Texan. There's nothing she's going to do to quote unquote remember. So, putting myself in that position as Leilani and as the mom, as Leilani, I just think Casey Anthony. As the mom or the grandma, okay, this is still my daughter. And like we had a conversation about this a while ago, and we were talking about if your kid killed somebody, would you protect them? And I said, hell yeah. What do you mean? How could you do that? I said, because it's still my kid. My kid comes first.
Right.
And, this what if your kid killed another kid, your kid? That would be tough. But at the same time, I can't bring him back. Let's say, Phoenix turned around and killed Sage. I couldn't bring Sage back. I might want to kill Phoenix, but I couldn't bring her back no matter what I did. And I don't want to lose both of them. One of them's going to go to jail and one's dead. So what do I do?
Right.
So that's where I'm, a lot of people think, and that could be different if, God forbid, it ever happened. I mean, it could be different at that point, but thinking about it, I think I would protect my kid at all costs, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't. Luckily, I never had to make that decision because I don't know what I do. I have 2 boys that are grown with children of their own, and I just, I'm glad I've never been put in that position.
Such beautiful names. Those Phoenix and Sage. Those Phoenix, Sage, and Dayton are my kids, Rumple. Why did they kill these babies? I don't know. I was joking around with Dayton one day, and I was like, come here, Dayton. I want to see if I could kill you. He's like, what? I said, come here. I was on a live. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, I want to see if I could strangle you. So he came over, and I put my hands around his neck, and I couldn't do it. You just can't do it. Like, I could never hurt my children.
No.
And I don't know how these people do it. I really don't.
And we're seeing more and more of it all the time. And I don't know. I think it might be a combination of I don't want to say circumstance, but a combination of the generation that they grew up in, and a combination of we now have access to all different kinds of social media. You find it everywhere. So I don't know if, I think part of it is because we're more aware of it because we get on YouTube and we see it. And, those of us that are into true crime are, definitely looking to try to help somebody. But, you say that, and if you were really honest with yourself, all of us have we're a bit morbid,
Yeah.
So.
No, I hear you. See, thank you, Grandma. I would go to my grave protecting my daughter. I may not agree with what she did, but I'd still take her word over anyone. Exactly what I'm saying. That's what I think is happening with them. What if your kid killed your That's what I'm saying. I don't know what I would do. Like, I have 3, so I'd always have one unless one killed both of them. But like, I think we would talk about JonBenet and the JonBenet Ramsey case. And,
Right.
if it was, what's his name that did it?
Oh gosh, what
Forgot
is
his name. If it was the brother that did it, as a parent, do you really want to lose both kids? No.
Well, and he also had some mental health issues, didn't he?
I think he has autism, actually. Birth.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's it. And I was thinking it started with the B. I was racking my brain. But yeah, I see that. But I don't know. I have 10 grandchildren, and I don't know if I could stand to lose a single one of them. I don't know. It's just, what this world is coming to is really terrible, and sooner or later hopefully we can figure out something that can help, because uh, we have child protective services that is supposed to help take care of this problem, but they are so backed up and backlogged and
I agree.
shorthanded and all of this stuff. But at some point, don't we have to hold them responsible as well? I mean, they knew, allegedly the babysitter called CPS and told them about the bruises and stuff, and they didn't act. So, I mean, don't at some point you need to hold them responsible at a certain level?
Yeah. There were a lot of factors that, and I said this all along, there's a lot of factors that contributed to it. Hey, Becky. Hey, Lex. The problem is that you don't ever think that your daughter is going to kill your grandkid. Like, a lot of people get on the grandma about working, but she was working. She was trying to make a living supporting all these people. I don't fault her for being at a job, because again, you don't think that your daughter is going to kill your grandchild. You just don't.
And
And
I agree with you at a certain point with that. But I was I was saying the other day that, okay, Leilani was not supposed to be living there. Number one. Number two, she hadn't done anything to try to earn being able to be given a second, third, fourth, 10th chance with her kids. And I don't see how her mom didn't know that the kids had bruises on them, or that Leilani had given their kids medicine to make them go to sleep at night, so she didn't want to have to deal with them. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could give my child that kind of chance
no.
when they haven't done anything to earn it. But then also, I know she has to work, and but they have respite programs. My family used to have foster kids. We had 10 at one time, and they have these. They're called respite. That all they don't have foster kids, come in their house and stay for months or years or whatever. They are strictly people that is set up for, okay, the mother needs a break, so we're going to keep, could you keep them over the weekend? Or in this case, Billy has to go out of town, so she could have had CPS get a hold of respite and somebody watch those children while she's gone out of town working. And I say that, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, we had a girl here that I have known since she was 17, and I'm not even going to, she had a horrible life, but uh, she was as good as mother as she could possibly be. She really, really tried. And somebody called CPS on her, and they took him away, and he's on the spectrum as well. And it was really sad because while he's in that situation in a foster home,
Yeah.
he was, SA'd, and he's never been the same since. And he was like 7-year-old then, and
See, and that's what happens in foster care. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's why I go back and forth in my mind. But I
See,
think the babysitter had offered to keep them, didn't they? Didn't
yeah,
she?
but if you believe the babysitter. But here's
Right.
here's my other thing. And I am gonna get down to, I gotta get to sleep. Big drive tomorrow. But I still gotta finish packing. But the one thing that I keep coming back to, and granted, it goes back to, you don't know what you're gonna do in that position. But if I accidentally overdosed my child, I'm still not going to throw them away like garbage.
Oh, exactly.
So that's why I do have a little bit of a hard time believing that it was something as simple as that, because you can easily say that a baby crawled and drank the bottle. You may get a slap on the wrist from CPS, but they can't charge you with murder, or if you give your child a pill, like most people don't, but if you give your child a pill, they can't prove that the child didn't just pick it up and put it in his mouth and he died. So that's why, or even drugs, if there were drugs, if, drugs in his system, something.
That's true.
Like, you can't prove that unless it's on camera. You can't prove that that you gave it to the baby. So for her to throw it out like garbage, if it was she accidentally overdosed him on something, there are ways to get around that.
I
You
kind
go to jail.
I kind of think it was more than that, to be honest with you. I mean,
Too.
when they did the luminol test, I think they saw something, and that's why she didn't call anybody, was because there was evidence that,
Oh, I
you
think
know,
she beat the child. I do.
yeah,
I think
I
she beat
do.
the shit out of him, and that's why she threw him out like garbage, because he probably had bruises, and you know, i- the
There's no
longer it
explaining it.
goes, and here's another thing: the longer this goes, a lot of people don't realize that baby is already decomposed. They're
Oh
looking
yeah,
for bones.
yeah.
Some people think like they're looking for a whole baby. That baby's already going to be decomposed.
No, and then you've got all the other trash that the baby's in with, and then as soon as they lay that layer of trash down, then they lay a layer of soil over the top of it so it can start composting and all. I mean, you're right. I mean, the only thing they're going to find are bones, and then how are you going to prove, okay, that if Leilani broke some of the bones, how are you going to prove that against, well, the huge machines that drive over him? Uh, Maybe that's where he got the broken bones from. I mean,
That's true too. That's a good point.
anyway, I wanted to come up because you kind of kept saying that, and I'm like, well, I can come up, and I kind of wanted to meet you anyway.
See, and you didn't even get booted.
No, I didn't. I can't believe it.
See?
I was trying to earn you
You
some
come back,
money, girl.
and I'm not that intimidating.
No, you're not.
Thank
No,
you
I
so
know
much
you're a
for coming up.
sweetheart. Thank you. Have
You're
a safe
welcome.
drive.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
How many tons of garbage is there? From what it looks like, a lot. A lot. Foster homes, not all of them, though. Some of them. But yeah, it's a sad scene. Really sad scene. How not going to be possible to determine its cause of death? The longer it goes, probably not. But I mean, we all know that she did it. And how do we know this? From that text message. The mom knew. So she had to have admitted it to the mom. Now, I'm sure the mom's denying it. I agree, Rumpel. I feel horrible for the ones going through the garbage. But that's the only way we know about it, is because the grandmother said it. Whatever this history of the girl that broke it, the bottom line is she still got the information. And that came directly from the mom. I mean, from the grandma. But did you see the line of people going through it? Who turned up the text message from grandma? It was Darkness Exposed. Yeah, the grandma, she didn't say she believed. She said she did. She said the baby's in a landmine. I mean, in a landfill. My daughter did it and she doesn't remember. She had to have told her mom. It's really sad. Potheads, what haters? Did Betty really almost knock over the stroller? I have no idea. I don't watch Betty at all. Mom's 22. Thanks, Lady V. It is awful. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible. It wasn't Betty. It was a completely different person who was there. It was just a local. Stop with that. Oh, okay, potheads. Yeah, grandma's 45, mom's 22. Oh, Kara said, I forget, Kara. Do you know what happened Ty B today? I have no idea. Not even sure of the case. Oh, she was recording and standing behind the camera when it was angled at the other woman in the pink shirt. I haven't watched any of it. I can't stand Betty. No offense. Joe and mom had a child in hotel today, caught on photo. It's a crazy. Tybee Island right outside of Savannah. No. They lied about the land. Quinny, I thought of that too. Oh my God, I thought of that too. I forgot to tell you that. I forgot to say that. You know, I was thinking about it today. What if, Quinny, this is why we're crazy together. What if she didn't put the baby in the landfill and she buried the baby somewhere else? They're spending all of this time looking in a landfill. What if it's not there? And I'm like, oh my God, that's a whole nother way to look at it. Woman who murdered a kid and a mother were partying and caught. Yes. Distraction, exactly. Maybe the boyfriend took the remains of the baby to another state. Thank you, Hops Nurse. Is it a lot of people's feeling? I haven't heard anyone say it today, but I really thought about it. But I haven't been going to people's YouTubes. I'm tired of the drama. The video of mom in a trailer park at 1 a.m. in the morning throwing something away in the dumpster. Oh, is that why? Yeah, but the boyfriend said that he thinks he saw her at the baby at 5 or 6 a.m. Baby's not a landfill. This is buying them time to party and come up with a plan to get Lilani out of the area. Maybe. Like, see if there was DNA evidence in the cars. That's interesting, too. Or like, why'd the boyfriend leave already? Why'd the boyfriend leave town so fast? I don't trust him either. I know he passed the lie detector test, but I'm just not buying it. You know, it's a good possibility. Boyfriend could be involved. The blankets look like a baby. That's true. The police are going by the boyfriend is innocent because he passed the lie detector, but that doesn't mean that he didn't take the baby somewhere. Or maybe they're at a different landfill. You know, maybe the boyfriend said, I'll bring the remains to Atlanta and put it in a dumpster there. There's a chance they may never find this kid. Can a kid drop the membership link? You mean a mod? Don't worry, we're all big kids. He's not that smart? You mean not that smart? Yeah, I think he drove to Atlanta to his parents' house or something. And that's my feeling. Thank you, Hospice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyone else wants to jump on that super sticker train? It is much appreciated. All donations are appreciated. All super stickers are appreciated. Woo, woo. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo. That was a pretty good woo, woo, wasn't it? I think that was one of my better ones. How many of your spouses look for anything when they're getting ready for work? True. They're going on as innocent because they saw footage of this cameras by the dumpsters. Oh, you know that for sure, Kara? All likes are appreciated. Thumbs up are appreciated. But I'm telling you, that was a pretty good woo-woo. I'm proud of that one. I like that one. Lie detectors can be wrong. I know I don't have my phone's charging, Glory. I could sing it, but that wasn't a chat. That was a super sticker. As a boyfriend man, you'd think he would stuck around for the help and awaiting his little boy. That's what I'm saying. And I always said that who's in the kitchen? Who that? That if I was going to kill somebody, I certainly wouldn't get rid of them in my own town. I would drive to another state and drop them off somewhere. Her Facebook post, he had been cheating. Oh, he had been cheating on her. Aha. Yeah, he ran pretty fast, though. Babysitter came out with 2 new videos today. I can't watch it now. I gotta finish packing and get to bed. 8-hour drives are not fun, let me tell you. And I gotta be up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, all right, I'm gonna get off though. Depending on service, I may go live from the hotel tomorrow. Depending. He looks like a cheater. So if I don't see you guys tomorrow for some reason, are you going to drive back roads only in a 30-year-old car with no phone? No, I have a brand new SUV rental car and my 13 Pro Max Apple. And Dayton's got an iPhone 11. Me and my son are going to a weekend retreat in West Virginia for families, for teenagers who lost a parent due to an overdose or suicide. So, yeah, I'm used to long drives. I'm not really worried about the drive. My kids are also used to driving. Yeah, it's this weekend, Lex. Can you believe it? It's here already? So, yeah, I just got to finish packing a couple things and I'm excited though. I think it'll be great for him. I think it'd be good for me. So, I mean, I'll probably end up going tomorrow because since I know I'm not going to be live for 4 days. Guys, I can't even remember when I didn't go live for 4 days. But I don't think I can go live from the campsite. I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll see. Someone commented that funeral was a rented car longer than 15 minutes away. Huh? Oh, I know, Jerry. What the whatchamacallit? The Mason Sisk case? Mason Sisk lives about 15-20 minutes away from me, or did. Not in jail. He's the next town over. Next county over, I should say. I can't be unsupervised on YouTube 5 days. I'm telling you, I know. You want to see it on a map, Quinny? I could show it on a map. Yeah, I'll be streaming inside my sleeping bag. I got a nice flannel sleeping bag. Oh, when you hide a body, go in an old. No, you want to go in a new car. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, it's 30 minutes, Quinny. 28 miles. $28 miles. 27 miles if you take a different route. Yeah, no, not where I'm going. Oh. I won't murder anyone, I promise. And I thought of it when you said rent a car. No, I got a rental car for that because my car was dying. I was having problems with the Kia. And I didn't know how far it was. It's a retreat. You need to restroom. I know, hospice. You're right. You're right. We'll still wouldn't need a rental. No, I didn't realize how close it was, how far it was. So I got a rental because I just didn't know. Or I think, oh no, my car wasn't registered, I don't think. I don't remember the reason. But there was a reason I didn't want to take it outside of a very local area. Oh, Quinny, I don't even get me started. Just don't even, I was freaking out this morning. These people are so lucky I did not go live. But the only reason why I want to address it, Quinny, I'll tell you right now, these people have 3,000 subs that it took them 4 years to build. I got 21,000 subs, an entire business. I'm not blowing it to fight with them. And I was ready to go low this morning. I was ready to snap the fuck out. And I said, you know what? I got too much to lose. There's no way that I'm even going to try to fight. Let them say whatever they want. I don't care. I just don't care. Because this morning I was freaking out. There's nothing else I think it could be. But I got way too much to lose and they're just not worth it. Sorry. I worked very hard to get here. No, I can only, Dane's not allowed to bring his phone in. I don't know, Lex. Only I could bring a phone in. He's not allowed to have his phone or any electronics. So, but all right, let me run. I got to go. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll let you guys know I'm okay as long as I get service. I mean, it's a nice hotel tomorrow, so that's it. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful, for some reason I don't. I will see you guys on Monday. Welcome, peace, and hope. You watch Kate roast your PI pal. No, honestly, Willow, from what I saw, it's the exact same stuff that's already been outed. I don't really see anything happening. That's why it's the same stuff that's already been told. So when there's something new, great, but I think there's nothing new that could be on. Deliverance, exactly. So, all right, I will see you guys later. I got to get to bed and I got to finish packing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. And thank you guys for super chats. Thank you guys welcoming for the guests. And I'll see you guys later. Good night.